2009 I was fit, healthy, taxi driver, had my own business, and then all of a sudden I had a massive, what they call it, a CSI stroke, which is obviously a left-sided stroke, which left me paralysed down the left side.
At first, when he first had his stroke and he first came home, he couldn't go out unless we took him out in the wheelchair. But because I worked, it wasn't always that easy. So that's what we found hardest, the frustration of not being able to do anything.
All it was basically feeling sorry for myself, really, I suppose, when I look back on it, but at the time it was just pure frustration because I couldn't do anything, you know, and it was horrible because Julie had to take me to the shower, bath me, take me to the toilet. I couldn't do anything, basically. I was just an object, and I just couldn't cope with it to start with.
He got to the point where he was constantly shouting, and it was no life for me or the kids or him, really. And that's when we made the decision to get his own place.
In the beginning I moved to Holsworthy, but because it left me not wanting any noise, I needed it really quiet. I needed to move somewhere else, and I moved out to this fantastic place out here.
That's totally changed us as a family, because then the time we are together, you know, it's really, really good. Even for the kids now can enjoy being with him, whereas before it was just constant rows. So it's been a godsend, really, really has.
I knew about the garden and I knew what state it was in, but being such a stubborn man, I can do it, you know. And we didn't think anything of it till I actually started trying to do it and realised I couldn't. Tried and I just couldn't do it.
John's garden was so overgrown, you wouldn't believe it. The poor guy, he couldn't even walk from the pathway, the concrete pathway, onto what should be a lawn area. It was that bad. It was great coming out here, and a bit of disbelief that, you know, this sort of garden, this sort of neighbourhood could be in such a poor state of repair. So straight away I kind of went through with him what could be done to transform his garden, and did what I always do, is go away and you know, put the prices together and give him a quote for how much the work would come to.
I went on to a site to see about hiring a gardener, see how much one would cost. And then at the bottom of the site it was, do you want to enter this competition for a garden makeover? I thought, well, why not? And I did, and I won it.
I didn't hear for maybe 3 or 4 weeks, and you then just sort of carrying on with other projects and things like that. And then I had a call from MyBuilder, and I spoke to them about the project, and I was explaining to them that it was really quite an expensive project to do, because we had to hire in the diggers and the skips. They're just so expensive nowadays to hire these things. And MyBuilder said to me, well, perhaps we can get local companies to donate things. And I was probably a little bit sceptical as whether we could do that or not, but once I found out that 1 or 2 companies said that they were up for it, it was like, okay, you know, perhaps this will actually happen, and it did.